Yo, yo, what's up, family and friends out there? I'm out here in New York City. You know, for those of you who don't know this area, you know you gotta come one day, right? Yo, I actually want to take this time to cover a little bit of that Corona shit situation that's going on, and it's not a joke, it's not a game. Shit going on, shit is happening for real, for real. Look. Shit getting too cold. I got a lot of mucus because I've been smoking, bro. But pardon the smokes. I want to talk to y'all about something real fast, y'all. Big game, though. Let me take y'all to where I'm at. Hold up. Check this out. I'm out here, man. It's a beautiful night. There's a couple of people out here by the ice skating ring. It's alright though. Big game. A couple of people out here. Not that bad. You know. People still out here living their life, you know. I'll be honest, the streets does feel different. There is a lot less people out. I do see that, you know. As you can see, look at this strip right here. This strip right here is very famous. This is where you'll be able to get the view. If y'all know, right behind me, this is where the tree be at. You know, right here in the middle of what's this place, Rockefeller Center. So, long story short, yeah, I do wanted to talk to you guys about something real fast. I know it's taking a little time for me to get to it, but that's because I need to get comfortable. Oh, look at this setup right here. Yeah, I'm gonna sit my ass right there. It's drizzling a little bit, so I'm gonna see how I do this. I'm really not trying to sit down. It is wet, and you know your boy is rocking this white, so I can't do that. But let me see if I could use one of these trees as a platform for me to talk to you guys directly. You feel me? Out here, fuck around. We're gonna need to be around trees and all that shit. Gonna have to get up out the city, you know. Yo, I don't think this is gonna work a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna take a little time. Alright, yo. Let me get to it. Alright, first and foremost, I wanna say when it comes down to this virus, and it started in Chinatown, and before the shit even got released, you know what I'm saying, I ain't no conspiracy theorist or anything like that. I just do a lot of follow-ups, just like everybody else. Everybody who reads the daily news and the Post, New York Post and New York Times and all that shit. You know, everybody just be aware of the surroundings and what's going on. I'm just one of those guys who like to be informed as well. No different than any other New Yorker, especially those who work and get up in the morning and you know you gotta feed your family and support your establishments and all that shit. Long story short, man, the buses don't have a lot of people. Trains don't have a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? The streets don't got a lot of people. I'm over here by myself. I feel like I own this shit now. Like, I feel like this is my house now. This is crazy. Or my backyard, not my house. Long story short, though, for shit to scare people so much into the core, it just lets you know how much, how real it is as far as the information that goes out to the people and by the masses. And you know, people are staying home. You know, people are staying home, and you know, I guess that is the safest place to be while this situation, this pandemic takes place and shit. But a couple of things I wanted to say about it as far as how it got started. Chinatown, you know, Wang, whatever that place is called, you know, fish market, whatever, however it started, you know. They say it comes from bats, all this. It doesn't even matter where it comes from, to be honest. What matters is, do you know where it comes from? Like, I'm sorry to sound kind of like back and forth, but it's real like that. It's confusing like that, but it doesn't matter where it comes from as far as what they're telling us where it comes from, but it matters where it comes from when it's coming from, if you know what I mean. Or it matters who made it. It does matter who made it. You know what I'm saying? Did you get the message? The message is, niggas, it's time to go. That's what the message is. The message is, it's time to find another way. Another way out. Somebody over there trying to take my energy, now. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. I know. People do that. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's one of them places. You see what up, yo? This is the reason why I stepped out of my house, and I was like, you know what? Let me go outside and let me see. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type. I like to see this shit for myself. You feel me? So here I am in my little zone and shit, thinking I'm by myself. And then you see what the fuck I'm talking about. So they just came right over here, mad close. Look, all this place over here. Look, you got the same thing over there. But whatever. Let me leave that shit alone. Took me off of my concentration. That's what they do. You see, I swear to God, I hate it sometimes. No story short. So we out here, and the situation come from China. Prior from the situation happening in China or whatever, I understand that our president did do a couple of things overseas in the killing of this guy or whatever, in this new war that we going through or whatever, for whatever reason we attacked them. United States of America, my country, my dearest country, which I was born and raised in. They felt like they had to do what they had to do, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell them whether they're right or wrong? Basically, I'm just here. I'm here living in their land. I pay to live here, my taxes, everything, you know what I'm saying? So, one of those citizens, you heard? But long story short, after that death of this Iranian president or whatever the case is, it has been all hell breaking loose, you heard? And I'm not saying they did it, but I'm just saying, some way, somehow, people gotta pay, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, some way, somehow, even you as a country, a whole country, you guys gotta pay for the sins that has been brought upon you due to your actions. And I live in the one of the richest countries in the world, and I'm honored, and I appreciate living here. And if it wasn't for here, I wouldn't have what I have, and if it wasn't for this place, my parents wouldn't have seen this for me to grow up in and to try to build a life of dreams, a life of richness, and free from poverty, free from pain, free from running away. He was born here to put our footprint in it, to make multi-generational wealth, to help our people become higher in their conscious, in order for the whole country to become higher within themselves, to build themselves. But I had to come out here, and a lot of things that I do want to say is not coming, but I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things that I have seen thus far is prior to all this shit happening, chemtrails are real. Chemtrails are those planes that fly above us almost every day, and they have these streaks of lines that follow. And basically, what better way than to spread something than in the sky when nobody's not even paying attention to that shit, nobody even looking at that shit, you feel me? But I'm not saying that this is what we did. What I'm saying is that I like to cover all types of bases, you know what I'm saying? So, long story short, chemtrails is chemtrails, you feel me? Look at what happened with the AIDS epidemic. The AIDS epidemic, they say it started from monkeys, or It happens through sexual intercourse with homophobics, not homophobics, but homo people or whatever the case is. And then years down the line, we find out that it definitely is man-made, and basically it was spread all around the world through vaccinations and all that shit. So once again, we are in a pandemic, which will require people to get more vaccinations and, you know what I'm saying, follow procedures and go through certain lockdowns, and certain freedoms is not going to be able to be given to you, and, you know, your life changes, you know, from the land of the free to the land of the prison, and prison of fear, the prison of being scared of getting something that is being pushed, you know. Like, I'm a fan of WWF, right? WWE, right? This is wrestling, and the storylines in wrestling. There's always storylines. There's always a catch. There's always a nit to everything that happens there. So they practice a week early on everything that's gonna happen. So by the time that we watch it, we're left with these questions like, oh, what's gonna happen next, and what's this, what's that, you know? And what you don't know, what you don't realize is that this shit has already been scripted. You feel me? It's just been handed to you at a time that they wanted it handed to you. So I understand that type of frame of mind and thinking, because you know, my country thinks that way, and that's how they move. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all the legislation. I'm not saying all the corporations are like that. There's some good corporations out there that's really making a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could name a few of them right now. That way I could just shout them out. You feel me? But I can't say something that I'm not sure about. You feel me? But I just know about. You feel me? So, long story short, man, as I pass through this crevice of, as you can see, this crevice of straight flags over here. All these flags representing the whole world. All these countries in the world, man. It's affecting